Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Of course, this is Culture Hub TV, your #1 online TV, and remember, we do different cultures and traditions of different communities of the world without leaving behind traveling and touristic places. And guys, today I am in one very amazing place, very mystical, and I don't know if it's mythical, but we are here to find out if it's mythical or it's something that really happened. This place where I stand, it's called Mulia. It is believed that a man lived here, and he's popularly known as Sikele Mulia. So guys, this is a rock, and as you all know how hard sometimes a rock can be, so, to an extent that you cannot even hit it by even a mere what? Even a mere metal. But this man, Mulia, went ahead stopping on this rock, and he left footprints behind. He knelt and he left that mark behind. So guys, isn't this amazing? Just come with me as I go and show you these places, and yeah, just come with me so that you can see how amazing this place is, so that you can also affirm if indeed it's mythical, sorry. Yeah, that word seems like a tongue twister to me, or it's something that really happened. So guys, this is Culture Hub TV. Yeah, just come with me. Like we told you earlier, here we are in Mulia. I was told this place is called Mulia.
Yes.
And beside me, I have someone who's the resource person of this area. Maybe you can just introduce yourself before you can enlighten us on this place.
Surely, my name is Mr. Alex Nyongesa. I'm the site guide of this particular place. And tentatively, this part is called Sikele Mulia. Sikele Mulia is a Bukusu word, whereby Sikele stands for human leg, and the Mulia is a male Bukusu name. That's why there is a clear human footprint of man Mulia, which is just somewhere there, and I'm ready to explain.
And now this Mulia, was he a physical man that indeed really existed, or is it just some beliefs?
Indeed, he was. It isn't just a belief, but he was someone who ever existed.
Okay.
Yes. Who amazed people during his time.
You know, I'm just wondering why would, or I'm just wondering how on earth can a physical man just like you leave a footprint on a rock? You know, in a way, it's not adding up.
Actually, this man was so unique in the sense that he possessed miraculous powers inside his body.
Yeah, with
these miraculous powers that made it possible that when he stepped onto the rock formation, and then the indelible footprint was left.
Okay.
So the key point is that he had that inborn power, the talent, which wasn't in any other. And he used to speaking to the people of his days that he had that capability of stepping onto the rock formation, but people could not actually believe him. So it was until he did what he used to tell the people that people came in total agreement that indeed he was what he claimed to be. So permit me, sir, that I now take you to where these things are.
Kindly do that.
So as I was saying from the onset, as you watch my left hand as it goes down, this one is now the footprint.
Okay.
It is an indelible footprint, and indelible in the sense that it cannot be erased, as warned by he who did it. And do not forget, he who did that was man Mulia.
Man Mulia.
Yes. And Mulia was a Bukusu person. Bukusu simply means a sub-clan of the Luya community. Mr. Mulia could not just stop here, Your Honor, but he went a mile further to surprise the viewers. But this time around, kneeling on the rock formation. And as I speak, the two knee prints were left.
Okay. By just kneeling?
Yes, he just knelt, and then the knee prints were left here.
Oh, these ones.
So this,
here and here.
So this one formed Mr. Mulia's right knee, and this one was his lefty knee. So he just knelt. If you may permit me, give a demonstration of what he did. So this gentle person just knelt the way you see me kneel in the sight of so many people, and he was lifting the hands that way. And in fact, he was facing a specific direction. There's a mountain called Zion, which is the present Mount Elgon. And there was a strong reason as to why he was facing Mount Elgon and not any other. The reason being that the Creator whom he believed who had given him the miraculous powers resided there. So in fact, he nailed that way to give a word of gratitude. In this case, he was submitting and surrendering to his might. So he just stood up this way. And when people fixed their eyes onto the rock, the knee prints were there. So this man was a religious person, because the issue of someone kneeling down showed that the person was very religious. And religion is just a belief. For Christians,
it's just a belief.
Yes.
We believe in God.
And indeed, he wasn't the only person who was doing this. There were others who contemplated to do this, but they couldn't. That's why they had to make some weapons of war to fight him, like spears and shields. Let me come up again. There were people who wanted to be like him, but they didn't. So they sought to kill him. And him being a seer, he knew what their intention was. So he had to carve weapons of war, of which he could now fight and defend himself offensively using the traditional weapons. Permit me now that I take you to where the traditional weapons of war are. Am I permitted?
Sure, you are permitted.
Come. Yes.
Okay.
Well, you can just stand there as I stand here.
Okay.
So as you keep your eyes onto the rock formation, there are three symbols here. This one here was the imprint of the boy's foot, and it's the left. And this dark spot here at the middle part was actually Mr. Mulia's traditional spear. And at the far end, this shield, this mark here you see, was and is still believed to the group to have been a shield. So on provocation of wars, as it was, this man could make use of the spear to fight against the enemy, and he could defend himself offensively using the shield. And the boy's foot is there with an intent that he was now training the boy to carry on, to perpetuate what he was doing.
To become a warrior.
Yes. Of keeping the Bukusu people from the intruders. However, this man was a seer, and as a seer, the central role of a seer, be it a Bukusu or any other, is to give future prediction. Therefore, according to Mr. Mulia then, the spear was to transform to become the present pen or the mouse into the digital world, because we are into the digital dispensation. And now the shield transforms to become the book or the mouse. So the boy who was now being trained then to be fighting by blood and flesh transforms to become the present digital boy child or girl child who goes through learning institution using a book, a pen and a book, and thereafter undergo professional training to become a tour guide the way I am, a nurse, a police officer, a motorbike rider, or anything according to how one would have qualified. So therefore, Mr. Mulia is regarded to have been a great Bukusu person who ever stayed here and showed his personality. A man who spoke and did.
Yeah.
So he taught the Bukusu people that let them walk their talk.
Walk their talk.
And as we go ahead, this man also had a place where he could sleep. And this place was the beddings. But then we didn't have the beddings.
Yeah.
So this one specifically was a leopard skin on which he slept. This brings into remembrance that this man was such a courageous man who is also remembered to have stabbed to death a leopard. Okay? So he taught Bukusu boys to remain very courageous. And because he was aiming to send a future prophetic message that, you know, courageous people aren't people who can face dangerous animals or fiercest animals like lions, but he was telling people then, and his message should even remain into the digital world, that a courageous man or woman is one who puts things in the right perspective, one who has to be very curious, you know, one who has to embrace moral values. So it is a side that documents moral values, and moral values being a required standard of behavior that is permitted in the Bukusu to a large extent into another. As I proceed, sir, my cousin is here, is witnessing. This was a chair.
Okay.
Amateurs call it a chair, but as a curator whom God has placed me here to enlighten the world, this one was a golden stool on which this particular man could sit. So let me sit there. Have I sat?
Yes, you are.
Let me allow my cousin to also sit there as you capture him.
Actually, he sat here
while
impressing his pictures around the world, and that's where he sat.
You are on a camera and also partake of the greatness.
Sure.
Actually, he used to sit here, and once he used to get tired, he used to sleep the other side.
Yeah, so, thank you very much.
I can also have my brother here.
Yes. So,
yes, and I can comfortably get
yes, and it was seen to have been the most comfortable chair. Thank you for using that word.
Thank you.
Yes. So as you can see, he could either sit or sleep. He was either seen sitting or sleeping. And when I say sitting, it wasn't just literal, but it speaks volumes, and I do not have time. Next time you come, I'll explain.
Sure.
This man was an animal lover who kept animals like what we are even seeing. What do you think this one is?
Just
what do you imagine?
My personal judgment, it looks like a sheep.
Thank you so much. Check my strong arm. Yes. Okay. Whereby this is its mouth, this is its head, this is its neck, the abdominal part of it, and this one the tail. So this man was economically empowered. Despite these things happened during the medieval ages. Medieval simply means times before writing and drawing could be invented as a means of storing information. So what message was this man teaching people then, which has to remain vivid? Number one, he taught people, before I even say what he taught, the major bank of the Bukusu people then was seen in keeping animals. And this formed to have been sacrificial animals. However, permit me, sir, that I strike this point. He's teaching the world that not everyone can earn money through academics, but even if one ventures into livestock production, this particular person can enjoy financial breakthrough. Sure. He avoids financial embarrassment. Am I speaking issues?
You are.
Do you see that I deserve the more fish here?
You deserve.
I am taking you to an evidence that this man was married. I'm showing you the wife. Stop. Keep your eyes onto the rock. Such that this is the head. Okay? This is the kisogo. This is the forehead. This is the chin. This is the neck where people tampered. By the way, we have got people who do not have eyes of understanding that they have to tamper, but this is the neck, this is the back, the buttocks, seated that way. So in brief, this is the wife of he who stepped there.
Sure.
To show that this man was married. So the message he is teaching people, as he taught people, that a Bukusu boy, after attaining age marrying, he has to do so.
He has to marry.
For it is through that way that the person is now recognized into the community.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. We go to...
What else do we have? Okay.
Yeah, we are now going to see a complexity of animal hooves. But before that,
animal hooves.
Before that, I want to surprise you that you see a full image of a camel.
Sure.
Okay, so that have you seen a live camel?
Yes.
If so, this is the mouth, this is the nose, the head, the neck. He took the bush lentils, tied around this neck, and the whole of this white spot meant the abdominal part of it. And this part where people tampered was its hump, and this was its tail.
Yeah.
So this was one of the biggest animals that this man kept. And in the digital world, such animals testifies of wildlife, and wildlife simply means birds, insects into the natural environment.
Yes.
That's why if the county government of Bungoma can think big and run with fast and keep these things into practical essence, it can earn foreign exchange.
Sure.
And the standard of living of the people here will be improved. Because of time, I would have even gone deeper than that, but I just want to abruptly come to a full stop, despite the other things which I will be able to show next time. Otherwise, should one desire to see me, then I can be reached to this number, 07 11 518 708. Let me repeat my number, 07 11 518 708. To that end, thank you very much. My name is Simon Alex Nyongesa.
Yes, and so guys, as you have seen, I think those with eyes must have surely seen Sikele Mulia, must have surely seen he was a man with kettles, just like a normal Bukusu man currently. And I think this indeed is mystical. This indeed is very great, and I have learned. And by the way, thank you to Mr. Alex. You are a wonderful man. Just come. You are a wonderful man.
Yes.
And I think people should learn from you, because you are here to just make sure that this knowledge, at least, like, you're just here to make sure that people learn from you.
Yes.
And that's very important, because, you know, if maybe supposedly you were not here, I think we would have not gotten the information that we have gotten right now.
I take it the desire of the Lord.
It's the desire of the Lord.
Yes.
And I just make an appeal to you that you continue doing this.
Yes.
And yeah.
Passionately, I'm doing it passionately.
Yes. And this is a wonderful site to our viewers. By the way, I'll tag you the location of this place, and it is a very interesting place. This is very interesting information. You should come here and see it for yourself. You should come and learn by yourselves, because sometimes our camera might have missed some images that you might not have seen it very well, and you might be contradicting maybe, or feeling like in a while we are like maybe lying to you. But I am just here to confirm to you that every image that we have shown you right on our lenses, it's the truth. And personally, I have seen it. If you don't trust your camera or our camera, you should trust us. This is Dante, Culture Hub TV. Until next time, goodbye.